I was going to ask you guys, since it is the holiday season, the Christmas season, or wait, do I have to say happy holidays? Are we going to get canceled if I say Merry Christmas? I'm just kidding.
Here, how about I do you one better? Merry fucking Christmas, you filthy animals.
Yeah, there you go. And a Happy New Year.
Beautiful.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 21 of the Big Deck Energy Flesh and Blood podcast. I am your host, Benjamin Clifford, and I'm here with Josh Lucian and Tyler Barrett. Today we're going to be covering some more heavy hitters talk. Do we got a lot of news to cover, or are we just mainly going to be digressing off of the heavy hitter spoilers?
Yeah, mostly spoilers today. We're recording before our armory, so our week in Flesh and Blood will be reduced to a before the armory update. So we can talk about what we're maybe picking to play today.
I got a little bit to go off of for my week in Flesh and Blood, actually.
Cool. Well,
Unless
why don't
we're
you
able to
just
play some games?
Yeah, why don't you just start us off? What'd you do this week?
Alrighty. So I know you guys already know. I'm not sure if I've told anyone else, but I finally got a max list up and running.
There you go.
It's I've got it just down to a blitz right now, but it's got the CC mechanisms that I want to use. I didn't build it to actually be like a blitz deck. I just wanted to start getting some practice in on his play patterns and everything, start seeing what I could adjust and change. And in blitz, it still felt good, Like, still being able to leverage the hyperdrivers just felt really good.
Are you playing the construct?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was able to get it out once in the blitz games we played, and it basically, like, once I got it out, I didn't get touched. It was amazing. Got that out, plopped a card in Arsenal, and then drew up my hand 2 turns later and had, 2 low-cost boosts, a blue, and then high octane. I was like, oh my god.
Nice.
I was like, Wes, it's so over. You don't even know.
Was this, you didn't go to an armory, you said this was just like practice games?
Yeah, just some practice games. Wes got a Valda list up and running, and to be honest, it was putting in the work.
Nice. I hear, is Wes going to be there today? Is he playing at Legends Armory or no?
He said that he is a last-minute toss-up. He's a game-time decision.
It's going to be flipping a coin to see if he's there or not. But,
It's been a lot of those
so
recently.
My week in Fab.
Josh, you playing today?
I'll be down there. I'm going to stop down.
Ripping packs again? Ripping Dynasty packs?
No, I might see if I can get into one game of Kano. So
cool.
It'll be fun.
Well, if the legendary Johnny Clicks shows up, he'll get his ass kicked if he faces you, because I did not put in the Arcane Barrier for Teklo.
Good.
For him. So.
Good.
So the only other CC deck
better.
I have is Azalea and Tekla right now, so everything else. I stopped having like one deck of every hero. I used to do that way back. I'd have like a deck of every class, and I quit doing that now. I just have a couple decks,
I try to. I try to have as many as possible, but
today's our last chance for the cold foil, Squizzy and Floof. So I'm gonna bust out Azalea. I know. Don't shake your head at me. I need that cold foil.
I'm gonna bring Dory out then.
You don't think Kano can just dumpster Azalea? If I play you round 1, you probably win, dude. I hate that matchup when I run like 9 blues or something.
But
good.
I mean, you got Arcane Barrier.
I have natural Arcane Barrier. Yeah. No, I think it's 2. The headpiece and the gloves are both 1. Yeah, and I don't run anything else to like get to 3.
Yeah. I guess yeah.
But I mean, 2 can be annoying enough to where.
Yeah.
I can make it a matchup, but I would hate to play Kano round 1, dude. Fuck that.
Hey, I'm down for whatever.
I'll take my chances with Azalea over Tekla, though.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get to Rusted Relics before.
No. Dude, if I 3-0 with Kano, I'm walking out, and I'm not taking the Squizzy and Floof, because I do not deserve it.
No, dude, you definitely deserve it.
Not
That's like
Kano.
a hard fight. Yeah, you do, dude. There's so many times where I'm sitting there looking at your hand or just like any Kano player, and I'm like, how in the fuck? Because they always like keep cards on the stack and let them resolve after they do a bunch of shit, and like learning that I think is
in itself
the challenging part with Kano. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, In all reality,
If you're like an
it's
old
just
Magic player, though, it plays a lot like a Magic
it
deck.
does.
It
It
really,
really
does.
does. I don't know. I'd never really played a lot of Magic, like I said before.
Mm-hmm.
I actually played my first game in like a year with Drew the other day. Him and I went. He went Volo. I went Lathril. But it felt good to play that. I don't know. I do like the mechanics of Kano. He does play like Magic, like you said, but he's just like a non-traditional fab hero in every way aspect.
Which
Playing
I think,
on other people's turns,
yeah.
you're just having fun with yourself, trying to get that gamble off. It's really like a gamble in that deck. So.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what attracts players to that deck,
Oh yeah. But
Yeah,
I
not
think
much Armory news this week because we have not played in it. We're about to play after recording. We are recording early this weekend to get around the holidays. We're pretty busy this weekend, a lot of us.
we didn't want to do a skip either. We wanted to
Yeah.
for the listeners we got out there.
We talked about taking a week off, but if we were able to like move up and make it work for everyone, we're going to just do that instead. So we are recording a little early, but we did get a ton of news though.
Oh, yeah.
So we're not getting punished for recording early like most times.
Or even skipping.
Pretty crazy. When these came out, I was like, oh, dude, this is going to be great.
We got a ton of cards to talk about, so I guess that's a good segue
we got
for
some
us.
stuff to dig into.
Do you want to talk about the Guardian Cliff? Because I know you were kind of hyped about that one.
Yes, I would absolutely love to talk about Betsy over here. So,
Betsy
we've
Raicho?
got a new Guardian.
It does look like, dude, it was so perfect.
It looks like they're going to be both a Blitz and a CC hero. The name of the CC hero is Betsy, skin in the game, 4 intellect, 40 health. And her ability reads, whenever an attack you control wagers, you may pay 2. If you do, the attack gets +1 and overpower. So it functions a little bit like Bravo is what I'm on the uptick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very similar. Overpower obviously isn't as strong, but it is very Bravo-esque. Yeah.
My initial thought was calling it an off-brand Bravo, which I mean,
I think with the wager,
really,
with her being able to like leverage overpower on wager attacks, like I think that's the idea.
yeah,
And like making your wagers hit and stuff is going to make her ability stronger than it seems, I think.
oh yeah,
And you know what card just goes absolutely burr with her? Cash in.
yeah. I mean,
Yep. You pop your gold token, play your cash in, draw up, you throw another attack, and then you pummel the fuck out of it.
Just so any draw cards, I suppose, would
Yeah.
be. I think though the cost curve is probably. I mean, you're playing probably a high blue count. It's a Guardian deck, but I'm wondering if there's any like 1-cost wager attacks that they'll be able to use. I almost doubt it because Guardians usually don't get those 1-cost attacks.
It depends if we see a lot of generics in this
Mm-hmm.
that are like a 2-cost 6 attack wager or something like that.
I absolutely love the art of this card and the idea of just like this huge, woman that's you just have no chance against just because she's just a huge brutish, like, I'll kick your fucking ass. Like, I just love the idea of
she does look badass.
Oh, yeah.
If you
kind of like
look at her-
Riptide.
So
It's like reminds me of a
I'm
bit
also
of
going to
Riptide.
go into her specialization since that was also released real quick. So her specialization is a red attack called Bet Big. It's a 4-cost, 8 damage, 3 defense. And when this attacks a hero, you may wager a gold, might, and vigor. So we know what the gold is. Do we know what the might and vigor is?
Yeah, we do.
What
Might
do the might and vigor
might is at the start of your turn, destroy this. Then your next attack this turn gets +1, and vigor is at the start of your turn, destroy this, gain 1 resource.
Vigor is where it's going to be at, I
Yeah.
think.
Getting that
Vigor
resource.
is gonna be
Because
fat.
you think
So
about it
she's
with
gonna have 2 mechanisms for discounts.
Betsy's
Tectonic and vigor.
with Betsy's ability with the +1, you really can never put that +1 out of like context either. Like that 1 damage is gonna make a huge difference for break points, your wager points of making hits and everything with it. So if you're utilizing those might and those vigor tokens almost every other turn with your wagers, it's gonna be beautiful.
I see. This is just a Shyana card.
Yeah.
I play Endless Winter for 4 in that deck, and like the frostbites you make from that can sometimes be relevant for sure. But pummeling I have all 9 pummels. Well, I'm sorry, it's blitz, so it's 6 pummels.
Yep.
But I would almost always try to pummel Endless Winter with a clean 2 blues. This just replaces that card entirely, I think. Getting the vigor, might. What is it, all 3? Yeah, gold even too. When I saw this, just every specialization I see, I always kind of think of it in the context of playing it in Shyana and, to see if it would work. And this is actually an upgrade in the deck, so I'm excited for this card for sure. Very cool card. But
We
I think it's a beautiful
did get a couple auras too. We got the bigger than big for Guardian.
I believe that one was already spoiled, but
Was it?
I think so.
I don't remember seeing it. It might have been, but it's just the aura, destroy it, get +5. And when this attacks, you may wager a might token. But that, is that kind of it on the Guardian?
I do want to mention about the border. We were right about the borders. Do you remember the article that had the...
Yeah, I know.
We were right about the borders. We just didn't really get the class that we thought we would. But I think it's cool that it seems like, well, the other hero we got also has this border. It seems like maybe all of the heroes will have this cool kind of like Colosseum, gladiator-esque border.
And I like this might be just like where they're based out of, and like kind of like the lore wise too. It might just lead a little bit, because if you look at Kasai still in the set, she is from Volcor.
Does she have the draconic border?
She's got the draconic border. So.
And she's not draconic. So.
No, exactly. So it's like...
The borders, I think, have always been like that.
They just kind of tell a story. They're all different based upon the class. So like...
Well, isn't young Azuri a ninja border?
Yes.
And old Azuri is not?
Is not. She's an assassin. Like a different assassin. Border than even Arachne, I think.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know.
Old Arachne, right. I should say.
Oh, right.
Like the older one.
Oh, that actually reminds me, because like there's like these weird young Arachnes that came out, and like the last time they did the 6 heroes thing, they did it where only a few Blitz heroes came out without CC heroes. But both of these heroes that they revealed so far have a young and an old hero, and I'm wondering if maybe they're going to give us 6 heroes this time and actually give us a young and an old.
They are
of all 6.
They are. I think so. They have
why
to.
Not?
And I think, with the post that they said where we're getting 15 plus new heroes, I think we're getting 15 plus new heroes for CC.
It just felt weird to like restrict heroes to...
Yeah.
Maybe, okay, so the argument maybe with the young Arachne is, we just printed an old Arachne.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It felt kind of like a cop-out. Like let's
add
an
the
assassin.
new young Arachne.
I know, a lot of people do. And I'm not
good.
saying he's bad at all by any means. It just felt weird, or just felt off that he didn't have a CC option is all. Like when they just print a Blitz hero, it always kind of seems weird to me. But I'm hoping we get all 6.
Agreed.
That would be cool.
I'm really hoping. We've gotten now 3 so far, since we got a new warrior one spoiled as well.
Yeah, do you want to move into the next hero? It is the last warrior we get, because they said we got 2 of each, right?
Yep.
So no more warriors. They have been revealed.
Dude, he's super cool. I don't know if he's like my style, but getting into it. His name is Olympia Prized Fighter. This is the old version. The first time each of your attack wins a wager, create a gold token. 40 life, 4 intellect.
Well, my initial thought is warriors are very hard to like block out when they don't want you to, or like when they want something to hit, they generally can make it hit,
Yeah.
Or they can set it up where they can. So I don't know, man. If there's a way to like cash in these gold tokens other than, cash in itself, I suppose. Even maybe that's good enough, just the card cashing.
It is.
You see the price. The price on that card is going up.
I know. I made sure I found 3 of mine, and I took them out right away. I was like, I need them.
But yeah, if there's
I've got like 5.
If there's more cards that you can maybe use these gold tokens with, or to have some big payoff, I think he could be really strong. Warrior already has like everything in the deck block for 3. I don't think you run a lot of 2 blocks.
No.
You have a pretty good kit.
Every single warrior card blocks for 3. Yeah. There's not one card that blocks for 2.
No shit.
Dead serious. The only card that doesn't block that's a warrior card is the Warrior Instant Aura, Iron Song Pride. And that's like one of the only cards that doesn't block for warrior, which is wild. And they all, even the actions block for 3 because that's all they can have in their hand.
Yeah, the non-attacks, you mean?
So, yeah. But we did get a specialization with him that came out. It is a X cost, up the ante. It's a blue pitch, and it says choose X plus 1. Target attack action wagers an agility token with the defending hero. Target attack wagers a gold token with the defending hero. Target attack wagers a vigor token with the defending hero. And target attack gets plus Y, where Y is the number of times it has wagered.
It's pretty cool that they had to use
use a different one.
because it's an X cost.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of, they're just like, it's our opportunity, let's do it.
So
Seize the moment.
with a blue here, this is a +4 then, right? Because you get to wager all 4 times.
Yep.
So it gets the +4 because it'll be 3 + 1. And I think that's what you want to be doing most times, right? To get then all the tokens and stuff. But that seems really good. For a +4 for 3, you know.
Yeah. No,
I think what is it? Out for Blood is the one that does that now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you +3 and then 1 on your next attack.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
No, it's super good. I think it's pretty cool that they're really utilizing all of these wager mechanics with like all these tokens and just generating all of them. It would be really disgusting if this card was in Kasai almost.
You know what deck this is disgusting in?
Cheyenne.
Yeah. It's so good because I have all the blues, dude, and I'm always reacting with pummels, and now this is just another pummel that sort of is a pummel, but it's not a pummel. It won't discard you cards, but now you have to think, wait, does he have the pummel? Does he have the ante up?
What does he got going on
what's it
here?
called? Sorry, up the ante.
Up the ante. Dude, it's...
I initially thought, like, oh, this is probably bad, and then I'm like, wait, no, I can just kind of, like... it makes it so that I'd have to pay a blue to really
the fact that you get to utilize these guardian
the
attacks and then all these like Riptide specializations and up the ante as in a blue block 3.
That too, it blocks for 3, dude. Dude, it's the best. I get to pick out some bullshit like my frost hexes or something that fuse for like fucking endless winter and just, I mean, it's a blue block 3, but it does nothing.
Yeah.
So I either pitch that card or I block with it or sometimes fuse endless winter. And I do have actually the one Icelander specialization that deals arcane.
Yeah,
it's just a 1-up.
Ice Eternal.
Because if I have pitched stacked that card with
with
Frost Hex next to it and won the game off of it.
You did that to me.
It might have been against you, dude. It's the only time I've ever done it. But for the most part, I block with those. But
no, they
I just get to replace
good.
shitty block 3s with better cards now. It's great.
Like,
I
way
cannot
better.
wait. Like I cannot wait to play Cheyenne.
Every time we see these specializations, I know you're pumping your fist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes. Well, we did actually get another warrior attack reaction as well. It's called Take the Upper Hand. It's a 0 cost, red as it shows, but I'm guessing it's a rare, so it had the rainbow. But it says, play this only if you've wagered this chain link. Target attack gets +3. So it's kind of like an Iron Song response.
Where it's conditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to meet a requirement to play it.
Yep. I do...
But I think
it's
if Iron Song is as strong as it is, which we know it is, I think this card is fine. It's good.
Yeah.
Like it's strong too. You know,
you could double pump an attack if it's like a wager. If they block with 1 card from hand, you can just double pump for free.
Yeah.
While paying 1 or 2, maybe 3, depending on how much the warrior attack actions are, with like the combo cards, as in Warrior Brute, Warrior Guardian.
I wonder how much you'll be wagering. You know, in these decks. Or if it'll be like kind of like, you know, Tails with the fusing. You saw fusion on all the cards in Tails, but really when you kind of broke the set down and put them into like the competitive decks, no decks were really fusing. You know, it's kind of like the mechanics of that set got lost in the mud or something. And I'm wondering if Wager is going to be not that. You got that stank face. What?
Dude,
Josh is showing me a card right now.
What the fuck card is this?
I think your comparison is
no. I'm not talking about
for
that.
the main reason that
I'm just
for the
baffled.
What did
wagers.
Start over, Cliff. I didn't hear you.
Okay, so I'm thinking your comparison is it's decent, but it doesn't see the whole picture.
No, I hope
Because for the
I'm
fusions, you
wrong. I
needed a
hope it's not like
specific
Tails.
class, a
I
card,
don't think it will
right?
be.
You needed to have like an Earth card in hand, or Frost, or a Lightning.
Yep.
For Wager, you can just play a card.
Yeah.
Or Betsy, you can just activate her ability.
True. No, I was just giving that snake face tie because I'm looking at the rest of the warrior cards here and like, what the fuck does that have to do with warrior?
Goblet of Blood Run Wine. First of all, yeah, it doesn't look like anything like a warrior. It looks like a vampire or something. I mean, it is a vampire, right?
Yeah, I mean...
0
yeah.
cost, create an agility and a vigor token, go again. Block 2 warrior action.
There's your first block, too.
There has to be more, dude.
No, there isn't.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Okay, Mr. Warrior Specialization.
But that's... I don't know. It's cool how they gave every hero kind of like these weird niche actions. As in, like, the Brute got the Smashback Ale Horn.
Whether you're just creating the tokens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they all block too. So are we really going to utilize them? Probably not.
Yeah, yeah. It depends on if you're really, like, leveraging those tokens, I suppose, you know?
Maybe in draft, I guess it could make sense. I mean, it's a blue pitch, and you get tokens, so
I
save
can't
it
wait
for
to
the
draft
end.
this set.
I know.
Oh, my
I'm
gosh, I
excited.
cannot wait. We're going to do a team sealed event at our locals, too. Probably that first month of release.
Oh, yeah.
Cliff, did you want to kind of give your opinions on Olympia? I don't think you really mentioned much about him. What are your thoughts on that hero?
So, I just don't know, man. Because I don't want to undersell the ability that he has, because that could be good.
Yep.
Just creating like a double gold right off the bat.
Yep.
That could be. I could be selling that short when I say this, but I think he's lacking.
Okay.
I like the specialization he's got. Don't get me wrong. But I just think his hero ability has a little bit to be desired.
Yeah. Big fan of the aesthetic of that hero, though. The pit fighter gladiator look for sure is like, I mean, take my money.
It's making me sad, though. Do we have the 3 classes released for this set?
Yes, it's Guardian, Brute, and Warrior. So right now we have 3 of the 6.
It makes me sad that we don't have a gladiator.
Yeah.
See, that's the perfect flavor text for a gladiator. I mean, like, just like everything about him and what he looks like. Like,
Well,
yeah,
so-
we did guess his aesthetic.
No, yeah, he is a gladiator, you guys. I think I think maybe the way he'll play, they'll try to make him seem like a different class than Warrior. Maybe he's playing attack. I mean, well, he will be playing attacks for the most part.
True.
I think he'll rely more on his attacks than the weapon. You'll get that feeling, hopefully. But
I'm
I
excited
think
to see his weapon.
Yeah,
I
I
have
know, I
no
was thinking
idea
about
what
that
he's
too.
even going to be.
But I think like when they make a class like or a hero like this, I think it's just too close to being a warrior. Because like what really differentiates a warrior from a gladiator? A gladiator, you know.
Nothing.
They're kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
So they make him look like a gladiator. They make him feel like one, maybe, but he is at heart a warrior because in the game mechanics they can't.
I guess no, you can. I guess in a sense because a warrior is like a knight, like a royal, like protector. Gladiators fight dirty. They're menaces. So
That's
you
true.
could do like a different mechanic where they're kind of like menacing, I guess.
No, you're probably right. There's a way that you can probably design it and make it different. I just mean
But
it's almost like it's like the rogue
That
argument.
would've
in
been
the
a really
space,
cool
yeah, you're right,
mechanic for a
completely right. They're the
gladiator.
exact same thing.
It's like how do you
There's
make
no
a rogue
difference.
when there's an assassin in the
can't.
game?
You
It's
can't.
sort of like that play style, that archetype is already kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
So you just can build off of that archetype maybe, and
No. Josh's idea for the menace, that could have been a great fucking mechanic for a gladiator class. They
Menace.
get the menace.
Just
they
actually
get the
have
menace
menace.
thing.
steal it
Like
from Magic.
Opposite from Magic's menace, though, where you have to block with a card.
hmm
It just draws a card from hand.
Oh. Well, then you're playing with a 3-card hand every turn. If you're playing
That's
into a
actually fucking
gladiator,
too strong.
that'd be insane.
Yeah, that's way too strong.
But no,
You'd have.
I'm sure
it'd
that could
have
be
to
like
tricky to
a
get
mechanic
off.
in the
Utilized.
future or some sort of on hit. Or
you'd have to pump up your attacks to
maybe a
like,
non-attack action.
be above.
Well,
10
look at
damage or
Pulse
something
Wave
like that
Harpoon,
from,
dude.
like,
They
3.
could have just done something kind of like that.
Yeah, true. No, I think it would have been cool if it was a gladiator. In all reality, we did get a gladiator. he is one. He looks exactly like one. So I don't know.
It's a
He's pretty
cop-out.
cool. He's pretty cool.
He's a cop out.
Cliff, I like your take on that menace though. That's good. Let's talk to LSS.
That'd be a bitch of a mechanic, but it'd be cool.
Cliff, you're a game designer. What are you doing?
I'm
here?
scrolling by Centauri Sabers. I'm just reminded how they gave us that sword back.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't you say last week
Probably
that
did.
Azuri does not have a signature weapon?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Uzuri doesn't have one, but the Arachne Solitary Confinement does.
Yeah.
I have no idea. If they only give us Centauri Sabers in the set, I'm going to be a little upset. You can't give us a 6-hero draft set and not give us more than 2 weapons, or like more than 1 weapon.
Oh, they will. They'll
Per
give us
hero.
Olympia's weapon for sure.
No, we've got Gravenclaw, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just goes back to like the signature weapon thing being just kind of a bust to me. I don't know. I never really enjoyed that.
Nah,
I know you were giving me
honestly-
shit about Luminaris last week,
Boys.
Cliff, but
Boys, what if the new Warrior's weapon is a fucking hammer?
he looks like he's going to use a sword.
Yeah.
Like a traditional, like Roman-looking
Like a
broadsword
Gladius
or some
type?
shit. Yeah, Spartacus.
If you look at the full art, I mean, it could just be like just the picture of his art with like the battlefield, but there's a big sword stabbed into the ground right in front of him.
Is it? Oh,
Dude.
Kind of on the bottom right
That's
over
a
there.
sword.
We have to commission an Olympia card of Maximus Desmond.
Oh, that would be good. A promo of it.
Yeah, have his specialization change the name to Are You Not Entertained?
Are you not entertained?
That is his sword right there, too. You're probably right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty sick, too. It does not look like the Centauri Saber.
No, it looks like a Spartan sword. Or like a, yeah.
I could see them being wild and giving him a spear.
Dude, that would feel weird to me.
Or like
Look at that guy.
You know
He
what
doesn't
I'm
look like
talking
he's going to kill you with a
you know,
spear,
you know
does
who
he?
I'm talking about though? Like in the Game of Thrones, gosh, what's his name? I'm blanking.
Oberyn? Martell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
guy
he's
that
with the
plays-
sand snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he plays
He
Mando.
gets his head crushed like Jello.
Yeah.
Yes.
But him with his staff,
Yeah.
just a beast.
Yeah.
Man,
It was a good fight.
Man was a menace.
It was
I
a
mean,
good fight.
boasted himself too far to his downfall. But
As heroes do.
I could see a spear potentially being a thing.
Yeah, could be. Why are we talking? Oh, no, sorry. I was just scrolling by the Centauris. That's why we're talking about the signature weapon thing. I still freaking hate the signature weapon thing.
Did we get another spoiler?
We
It's,
got the universal mechanic.
yeah, the
with
wage gold.
You want to read that one?
No, you.
Oh, okay.
I
I'll
read
read
some.
it.
That's all you, buddy.
We have wage gold. It comes in red, yellow, and blue. Scales with, let's see, it's red is 7, yellow is a 6 power, and blue is 5 power. It reads, well, first of all, it has a new mechanic. It's a 3 cost, 2 block. Red is for 7. It says universal. While in any zone, this is the same class as your hero.
Wild.
Yeah, seems cool. Seems like a very just smart and streamlined design where they can allow
You know what I
all
love about that
heroes to
card?
use it in different ways, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, cards that care about class cards. This
Yep.
is just one of everything, or can act as.
That card also goes with mechs because it says any zone. So when you boost it into your banish, it's a mech card giving you go again.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit it with Teklo and it gets banished, you still get your resource for it,
Mhm.
and you still get to throw it.
Well, it doesn't gain go again. You can't boost it.
No, you can't boost it, but if it gets paid as the boost cost.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
boost
It
it
still
off the
it still
top.
counts as a Mechnologist card. Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought I heard you say that you get to have go again. I'm like, what? What do you mean? If you gain action points, I suppose yes. But I think it is a different cool mechanic. I think they're trying to give poppers even to a lot of these heroes that can't have poppers.
Yeah,
don't really utilize.
I
them.
love the yellow 6 powers.
Yes.
Those are always nice.
That's
and
what we need.
they're one of the arguments for running yellows in your deck.
Unless you're a warrior or a light
It
hero.
depends on how your cost curve is. Yeah, sometimes you don't care. You just run the reds because they're the best attacker. But
Well, Dory's specializations for some reason are all fucking yellow. So.
yeah, that is weird. And you always love a blue, don't you? Like your whole turn kind of functions off of a blue most times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like most times, my hand is a blue, a yellow, and 2 reds.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of like Singing Steel Blade, Iron Song Determination, Glistening Steel Blade.
Yeah.
Trying to think of any other ones. Chorus of Iron Song.
What is that from the new deck?
No, that's from the Dust Till Dawn.
What's the one from the new deck? Glistening? You already said
Glistening,
that.
yeah. I got it right over there. Just broke open my other
Look
one.
at that. It is literally right in front of my face. What the fuck? Yep, this is the one, dude. I traded 2 of these for like an Xbox. 2 of these and a surgical for an Xbox. Whoops.
What?
Swear to God. A guy wanted to sell his Xbox for cheap, and he was offering to trade for cards, and this was when surgical was like a $50 or $60 card, and those are like 30 apiece.
Yeah.
He wanted to sell it for 2. And I offered to trade him those, and I think I gave him some foil bull crap too that he wanted for Rangers, but got my girl her Xbox.
Damn.
Traded like 4 fab cards for it.
Dude, literally Drew.
And then, I mean, you look at the price of those now, surgical's being like $4.
No, they went back up.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
How
Went
much?
back up to,
How much?
like, I think it was like 12.
Okay. It's, yeah.
I think it hit 20 at one point when everybody
Really?
was getting all
Are you
hyped about
sure?
Assassin. Yeah. I watch it all the time, dude, on that Fab app. I've been telling you, listeners, get the Fab app. It's so nice. You get to watch all the top 50 movers every single day, every single week. It's a beautiful app.
Oh, that's actually really cool. That's
It's
something
really
that I would
nice.
like. I'm already on my phone enough. My wife gives me those eyes.
I pop on it once a day, check it out, let it update.
Beckons used Lear.
Yeah. But no, the reason why that's sitting there is pretty much the same thing. I was sitting there and Drew's like, well, I want to build a Rhinar. And he didn't have any Alpha Rampages. I needed one more for him to have a full play set. And I just like looked over. I'm like, yeah, it's time to open the lot. Then I got 2 sealed ones. I was like, I'll open one. Opened it. And I was like, I'm taking that card. I was like, you can't have that one. I'm sorry. I need it.
That happened, was that our skirmish? We had some players drive an hour out. They were from like up the north area, Elk River.
Yeah.
Very new to Fab, but they came and played in our skirmish, and I won the classic battles at the end in a raffle.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, gosh, I don't need this, or whatever. And then I got the one card, and the guy was walking to his car, and I was outside hitting Benjamin.
Talking to
the Benjamin Franklin. And he goes, hey, you going to use those cards? And I was like, no, come and get them from me right now. He just sent them home with all these cold foils. And it was probably just the best for a new player like that, where they don't have many cards or decks or anything.
And if he has one warrior card,
I
one
did.
extra one,
I
you
took the
just
glistening out. I was
put
like,
it
I will
in
take the one card, but you can have everything else in this package. It's
I
all
need the
yours.
value. That's all I need.
No, I actually needed
Needed it?
for my playset. I'll never play Dory, but I like to own
Never
every
know.
card in the game.
Dude, that card is probably the house card in that deck, hands down. Like the best card in the deck. If you can utilize it, you can gain 4 tokens in a turn so easy. I've done that where I've gained 4.
It's every time it hits, it gets a counter too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Swung 3 times in a turn.
no
hit
wonder
all
it's a
3
$30
swings.
card.
Yeah.
That card will probably never come down unless they reprint it.
If you hit a full turn on that, you're pretty much done. Game over. You let a Dawn Blade get 4 counters in 1 turn. You're toast.
Warmongers.
That doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you can only attack once with it.
Attack reactions, as long as it hits.
Or no, wait, Warmongers, isn't it just...
Warmongers only hits non-attack action. I can still play attack reactions.
Yeah, you'd be able to attack twice with it. What am I thinking?
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah, you can attack twice with it
Yeah.
because it's just you're just
I just
attacking.
can't play any
You
non-attacks.
can't play non-attacks. Yeah.
So I
And
couldn't play that
reactions-
card again.
Reactions
but
are actually not non-attacks.
Yeah.
If you didn't know,
They-
so
they're-
you'd be able to play your reactions.
play
as
all
well.
of them. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Well, I think that's pretty much like all we got for spoilers. I'm very excited for this set, man.
I am too. I think it brings it back
I feel
to
like every
traditional
set.
Fab.
I get excited for every set, honestly, but this one feels different.
I don't know. I was not that hype about. I mean, like I kind of was about Bright Lights. Like my true, honest opinion was like, meh,
Yeah,
meh,
yeah,
and I didn't even know if I wanted to get into the set even at all.
yeah. That was like the first time I've ever seen you not buy a case.
It was.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty much every set you'll at least get a case.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I was just kind of meh on it, and then I saw Teklovasen, and I kind of creamed my shorts. You know, one of those situations.
Dude, I have him sleeved up and ready to go if you ever want to just like play him without building the deck.
I know. I just need to play him actually to understand his mechanics.
It's super easy, honestly.
Honestly, like building the deck makes you understand the deck so much more.
That's true. You just fucking block with him every turn. And when you think you should like not take life to play an evil, you usually it's the wrong play because you like a lot of times you just want them in your discard to be able to banish them, and then that's like the best, most efficient way to play them is if you block with them later on in the game, you somehow get it into your banish zone and play it as if it were in your hand on your turn, because then you don't have to save any cards. You just have to save a blue pitch or whatever.
I think utilizing the scrap mechanic is like the best mechanic for Teklovasen to be
zero
doing.
cost, one attack blue that just scraps a card. Yeah, one of my favorite cards in that deck.
Junkyard Dog is actually a pretty good card. I just like the mechanic on that. 7 attack, 3 cost. You get to save 1 card in hand, 1 or 2 cards in hand, block 2 cards, and then just scrap your Evo that you just blocked with.
2 for 7 is like the nuts
best
of
on
fat.
rate. Yeah,
like the 2 for 7 is kind of.
Isn't it 3? Isn't it a 3 cost?
No, I mean like a 2 card 7.
Oh, 2 card 7. Yes.
You know.
Yes.
When you can get up to like a 3 card 14, that's like even better.
Yeah.
Because then your cards are worth like almost 5 apiece.
Yep. Well,
yeah, Teklo though. Just talking about him a little bit. The Arcane Barrier thing is real. I've made the decision to put in the Arcane Barrier 3. I don't have it in my actual physical deck, so if Johnny plays a Kano, no.
Oh, just
no, I don't think Skullcap is.
And
although wait,
because then you can run 3 Evos and utilize all.
But the thing is with the 3 Evos is it just gives you that overpower on your tanks. Transforming your Evos in that matchup does nothing other than pump your tanks up and make your tanks more valuable. So if you can't hit that 4, which gives it the +3, the 4 Evos gives it the +3, so you're coming in for 9. So like the 3 where you're having the overpower, that seems maybe just like a little redundant. So I went with the Achilles Accelerator in the hat. But Arcane Barrier, the Arcanite Skullcap could be the the choice.
You run plenty of blues. Yeah. Most of the time you're lower in life, so you're always going to have the Arcane.
No, most of the time I feel like you're not. Or I'll be
into
like
a Kano though.
I'll be like, well, when they pull the triggers, like in that turn somewhere, you'll go less life,
Yeah, but you're not blocking any Arcane, so whatever they throw at you, you're
at
just
first.
taking. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's kind of what I'm saying. But
like if they throw a Swell Tidings, like on an off turn, just block Swell Tidings on their turn.
Yeah. If they're chip damaging you, then like you'll be lower than them. I don't know. The conditional on Arcanite has always been a drawback for me.
Yeah.
Not just having the automatic 3 AB, because if I can't stay up high against Kano, I just know I'm going to die.
Maybe then you just utilize your Arcane Barrier 2,
I think I just lose that matchup no matter what, honestly. It's been every time I see a Kano on Talishar, I try to play it with it just to see.
You could still run your Visotronic and then have 2 Arcane Barrier at all time and maybe run like one of your
I run
relics.
all my Rusted Relics. I run all 3 because they're blues. They're extra blues. So like I can get up to AB6.
But you have plenty of block on the board, so it's not like it really matters.
Can you just shut a Kano down on AB6 with all the blues? Is that just like impossible for a Kano to win? Because maybe you just like fatigue them.
Yeah, you would. And you just don't attack ever, and you just
cut like all the reds you possibly can.
Because they're burning half their cards.
I could even just add Oasis Respite. Just add 3 of them. That's a lot of sideboard. for one
matchup.
But it's my auto loss, so like, is it worth it? Because everything else, pretty much in every matchup, I just go, I just jam the sideboard in. All my D reacts,
even if you're playing into Vincent or Viscera, you only need to get one of your Rusted Relics.
Yeah, I don't play AB against Vincent. I found that out against Bailey. I think just running the 3 Rusted Relics, just hoping to land one early, and then the other ones are pitches at that point. Yeah, I think that's kind of the bet.
So no, maybe that is what Teklo just needs to do, is just go into his worst matchup, and then he's okay into the field otherwise. But
yeah, dude, he's I've been kind of back and forth on him for sure. We ripped him a new one when it first came out. And
Well, you had to.
I don't know. I didn't give it the old college try, if you will. And
the Icelander matchup was horrid.
Yeah,
dude. Absolutely
that's
horrid.
true. You couldn't feasibly play it, and now it does feel like there is still that wizard that's looming in the format where you ever get paired up against them. It's just.
I mean, hey, right now you're gonna be seeing a lot of them.
Yeah, I think
just
Kano,
because
it's one of the better times to ever play Kano. It's
it's
right now.
just a meta call for people not bringing their AB or not having 3 AB to be prepared, and they only got the 1 for Vincent or Vis.
That could easily change too.
Or even Dromai, I guess you gotta have 1 for Dromai and
Yep.
Prism.
I just think it's very easy for the community to be like, okay, we're done losing to Kano, and then everyone packs their AB3, and then Kano falls off the cliff again.
Yeah.
It's very easy for that shift to
until people
change.
start taking out AB.
No, I'm saying
that's the one thing is
right now we're in that phase where they are taking it out. But I'm saying very easily we could see a few more Kanos win because those Kanos top 8'd and won that last battle hard or whatever it was a few weeks ago. So if people start to see that more and more, then everyone just starts adding the AB3 and then Kano becomes less viable. It's kind of the ebb and flow of it, It's the AB story.
Brennan Patrick's probably just freaking out right now. It's Kano's time. I haven't listened to one of his pods for a little bit. Arsenal passes, but
yeah,
I don't know if he's freaking out about it or not. He normally is every episode.
Yeah, he's a big Kano guy, right?
Oh, the biggest.
Yeah.
The biggest.
That's awesome.
It's kind of, after hearing him talk about it so much is kind of what drew me to Kano. Fine, I'll try it right now. And I didn't even know that's what the meta call was being. I kind of just made that decision myself. Everybody just took their AB out. And it wasn't even I was trying to meta the shop. I just wanted to play Kano for the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had no idea that's what people were doing for a meta call.
Yeah.
Which, I guess in a sense I did. But
yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's different. But there's no other spoilers. So do we even have any other news really on the...
No, we could probably wrap it up here pretty quick.
Do we have any questions? Did we bring up any
I have
comments?
a couple questions for you guys.
I saw Ovaltine finally responded. Hey, Ovaltine, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, he said he got his weekend with KO did not go well.
Yeah,
rolled a couple ones. And story of KO.
But no, it's...
I was going to ask you guys, since it is the holiday season, the Christmas season, or wait, do I have to say happy holidays? Are we going to get canceled if I say Merry Christmas? I'm just kidding.
Here, how about I do you one better? Merry fucking Christmas, you filthy animals.
Yeah, there you go. And a Happy New Year.
Beautiful.
No, what is your guys' if you could ask LSS or have one Christmas present from LSS going into 2024, what would it be?
Adult dad at all. Next question.
Okay. Could have thought Cliff was going to go with that one. I think, I've said it multiple times at this point, I think, but I want a 4-hero new class, all 4 classes, draftable, Welcome to Wraith style, Arcane Rising style set. 4 new classes, 4 new heroes. You give us all of them Blitz, all of them CC as well. You give us the way the game first was in those boxes. I would absolutely love that. You throw a Necromancer in there, you throw the Alchemist in there. Not sure what the other two would be.
I think you took the words out of everybody's mouth, Ty. I think that's what everybody wants.
Maybe that's what we'll get because they listen to the community, and if everyone wants that, then they'll do it eventually.
All Ty wants for Christmas is a 4-hero set.
No, I'm gonna start emailing LSS every day until we get a 4-hero set.
For my Christmas wish from LSS, I would have to say is give Starvel back and just take Awakening away. Please give us the Wild Wild West back. We barely even got to play.
Yeah,
and we don't know.
Happen.
But
we didn't even get to play.
If I were to ask LSS for a Christmas present for my self-pleasure, a Twinning Blade extended art would be amazing.
Ooh, I got that case still.
I know.
Just rip it. It's in there. Just rip it. You got a cold foil Shyana in there. You got
the new little shelf there.
Twinning Blade in there.
Right in the middle. Right there.
So also had another question for you guys. What was the best Christmas gift you ever received in your life as a kid, whatever? Most memorable?
Dude, in 4th grade, Santa brought me a kickball. That was the greatest kickball of my life.
Fuck yeah, dude. You kidding? You seem so authentic there.
Because
fucking
that's
kicked
not a false story. That's not a false story. That's the sad thing.
True story, but not your pick.
No. You know, it's here's a good one. Right before Christmas, we found out that my daughter was being born.
Oh,
So,
hell yeah, dude.
That was one
That's
of
a
the
great
greatest Christmas
present.
gifts I could have ever had.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Is her birthday, or when's her birthday?
Well, that's just when we found out.
Oh,
that
I'm sorry.
Shelby was
Yeah.
like pregnant, so it was just like the gift of
Right.
God giving
right before Christmas.
our daughter.
Nice.
So it was kind of like our Christmas gift from God and everything. So
That's
it was
awesome,
beautiful.
dude. I will have to say, I wanted an Xbox 360 so bad when I was, I don't know, 12 or something, 14, 13, something like that. And this was right when they came out, so they were very expensive. It was the hot thing. You could never find them in store, you know.
Nope.
But my dad, he knows a guy for literally everything. I mean, he got me a bootleg Star Wars Revenge of the Sith on DVD like 2 or 3 months before it came out in theaters. Yeah. It came on, like, you put it in the DVD player, and the screen would be like half the size of the TV, and there'd be numbers running on the bottom. But I mean, you can watch
You just can watch it still.
Yeah, dude, I'll never forget that day
That's
where he's
amazing.
like, "Yo, I got something for you," and he just like busted out, like all cool, like he's the shit. I mean, he was the shit. At the time.
I mean, yeah, you get a movie before it even
I
releases.
thought
Are
it
you
was
kidding me?
insane. But no, anyways, he got me an Xbox. Well, he got us, my brothers and I, an Xbox 360 one year, and we got like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, like the original
There
Dead
you go.
Rising,
There you go.
the one from the
Yep.
the zombie game in the mall.
Yeah.
It was a great game.
I guess it's like one of the highest rated. Never mind. Completely was thinking of a different game.
I think it's called Dead Rising. I want to say
Oh,
it's
you're
that.
Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, okay. Resident Evil for
Those
sure is
games,
always
too.
a classic. Yeah, played those a lot on the N64 and the
Classic, yeah.
Yes.
Classic horror game.
Hated the movement in those games. Just hated it
Oh,
coming
they're-
from
they're
a
rough.
double joystick,
They're rough.
era. But yeah, I think that Xbox was
Xbox.
like, man, that was like life changing for us.
Let's go.
Oh, dude, you don't even know.
I just picture that one kid when it was like 1998 or whatever, and the kid ripped like a Nintendo 64 and just started screaming, "No!" Just freaking out. That's how I picture you. But Cliff, how about you, buddy? What's your greatest Christmas gift?
It's up in the air because one of them was kind of like an intermediate birthday Christmas gift. It was my first actual fishing rod.
Oh, nice.
It was
Oh,
just,
damn.
It was just like a cheap, ugly stick, I've still got that fucking rod. That thing hasn't broken
Yeah,
yet.
dude, those
never
ugly
let me
sticks
down.
don't break, dude.
No.
No, I need to go in and take apart the reel and grease it because the reel's starting to get kind of slimy from fishing on the river for more than a decade now.
I didn't know you liked fishing, Cliff. You and I'll have to go fishing sometime. I grew up
Dude.
in the wilderness
I love
fishing
fishing.
Didn't
and
know
camping.
I like fishing.
No, I
Man
swear to God, I
doesn't
didn't know
even
that.
know.
I try to go up to Grand Marais, Minnesota every year and go fishing up there.
Mm-hmm.
Legit the woods where you have no service, bears around you. I
feel
literally
like-
drive up on moose. It's amazing.
Nice, dude.
It's
I feel like
amazing.
though, like just being like a guy in Minnesota, you kind of in our age. I mean, every one of us grew up fishing.
Just
we're the
gravitate towards it,
land
yeah.
of 10,000 lakes. There's just literally a lake everywhere you look. So
It's wild that people are like, "Oh, Wisconsin has more." Yeah, okay, you count a pond a lake. Get out of here. Talk to a different state.
get out of here, cheesehead.
Yeah, but geez,
Go talk to the Idaho people while you're at it. Bunch of weirdos out in Idaho.
So if any of you listeners out there are coming from
Idaho,
somewhere
you're a
else,
weirdo.
and you want to try fishing, I actually know a bunch of lakes around here that are great to fish.
For Nats, the weekend Nats.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking about something to do or just like going to be active that week.
I know a place that rents a bunch of canoes and stuff. We could just get a bunch of poles and they rent a bunch of gear and
I
you
would
go
say
up there. And
use my boat, but my boat's not big enough.
my boat can only fit 5 people.
Yeah, mine's just a little bass boat.
I gotta fix it up too.
Mine got mine from my grandpa.
Same.
Fucking
Things
take me
old.
out there in the
Things
paddle
old.
boat.
Yeah. One more question that we did get to ask the listeners. What is your favorite Christmas movie? You guys can think of yours. Patriot Carter said Christmas Vacation, easily the best one by a country mile. He said,
Whoa,
that's a good one.
it is.
I like that one. I think you show that to like the younger generation, they would not know what's going on in those movies. You know what I mean? It's very like kind of slapsticky, but that's like the charm of those movies.
True.
Nas Data Doll Main. He has Data Doll Main in quotations. Cliff. Nas
Yes,
guy
sir, yes,
with Data
sir.
Doll Main in there. He said Die Hard.
Yeah.
Never really considered that a Christmas movie. I know everyone does.
Whoa,
It's not a Christmas movie at all.
Christmas movie.
It's the American Christmas movie. Fuck you on about.
Yeah,
It's
I
got
guess.
Bruce Willis going yippee ki yay.
Isn't there like a
Christmas tree in the movie?
Yeah, but it's
That
like
is Christmas.
they show the Christmas tree
Christmas
one
is
time, I
Christmas
think, or
is
something.
Christmas.
It's like,
Dude,
Doesn't matter how many
I
people
got
get
a
shot.
good take, to be honest, but a woof take at the same time.
okay.
Violent Night.
I just watched that with
Movie's
my kids.
amazing.
My kids love horror movies. We're pretty like open to them like watching movies if they want to watch horrors. I mean, obviously with like some of the R-rated stuff, we have to
certain
like
stuff,
protect
yeah.
them from. But like the Freddy Kruegers, all the old stupid
the
slashers,
old-
and
yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff. Chucky, they love
Yeah.
Chucky. You know?
They legit.
It, the
frame
new
it-
It, they didn't like that one.
Okay,
twice.
that
That
one's
one
an
was a
actual-
little
that
scary
one's an
for them.
actual horror
But
film.
Violent Night was like very funny, and,
Yeah.
and it was Christmas.
He's a
movie.
great actor.
But then they go into Santa not being real in the movie. And then,
I know.
And then I'm like, fuck, of course. Like we didn't think this through.
Yeah.
My kids are 8 and 9 now, and
they
my
question it?
daughter knows he's
Oh,
not real.
okay.
Carter's holding on to that idea.
Do they
like,
listen to the pod?
well, no, they don't. They do not listen to the pod. I do not let them listen
Okay,
to the
good.
pod. But they like asked us, in the middle of the movie. And we like played it off like, of course, like just watch the movie. He's, the story's gonna end with him being real. So
Yep.
like all these people all these adults questioning it in
Yep.
the movie. They're not, no one's believing
Yep, yep.
until some of them start believing. Anyways.
Actually believing.
But yeah, I know my daughter knows he's not real.
Yeah, Ken.
Kennedy is she's a little whippersnapper. She knows what's going on.
I love
she's
Ken.
very
She's
smart.
awesome.
Yeah,
She's super
the
cool.
best. She's the joy of my life.
Every time she sees me, she walks right up to me and goes, "So you're gonna win or lose today?"
I know, dude.
Look at her.
Dude, she
Probably losing.
dude, she gets that from me, man. It's like our sarcasm and our like, it's totally rubbed off on them.
I love it.
We've created little monsters.
I love it. I love Ken every time I see her. She gives me the biggest smile and
That's
the biggest fist bump ever,
That's a
too.
good answer, dude. Violent Nights was a fun movie. But Dylan, though, he says Die Hard for sure. He agrees with Dad at All Main. And then he says that or Nightmare Before Christmas, which was probably like up there for me. The Nightmare. No, you never liked the Tim Burton? What?
Not really.
My littlest one, she will get like, she just like is glued to the TV when that movie comes on. I think it's the
just-
animation.
yeah, it's the
probably.
animation and the
She's
weird
just like,
characters.
whoa, what is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
She loves it.
Piques their interest.
Oh man, Nightmare. Yeah, why don't you like that movie? That's a great.
Dude,
that's
I
a
watched
classic.
it once and I'm just mid on it. Never really.
You all
Watched
are
it
forgetting
once?
about the goat.
Yeah, I watched it legit
You all
once.
have forgotten who's actually him.
Polar Express, Tom Hanks. Did most of the
Fuck
voices in
that
the movie.
movie.
Bro,
He did most of the voices in that movie, dude.
so
Did you know that?
talented.
He is, dude.
For whatever reason, Polar Express terrified me as a kid. I
Cliff-
couldn't watch the movie.
Cliff, you remember when you and I were at the movie thing and we just sat in the side room, not caring, mixing our pop and trading our candy,
Just fucking around, basically.
and you exploded
like
exploded your pop
field trip or
everywhere?
something?
No, we were at school just
Oh
on
my
a Christmas
God,
day,
that's right.
and Cliff accidentally shook
I
his
went to open a
Pepsi.
fucking root beer
Everywhere.
And it blew up.
Everywhere. It was nuts. I'm sitting there just crying, laughing in the corner. Cliff's just soaked. In, like,
At
root
school, you're just fucked for the rest of the
beer.
day.
I'm just- oh my God, I was crying. It was
that's the
amazing.
best.
Cliff and I have way too many stupid moments as little kids.
Have you even said yours yet, Cliff,
he
or was
didn't.
it Polar
He didn't.
Express?
He
I have not.
Okay,
because
okay.
I'm
I knew he
trying
hated
to
the
You could
movie.
say Josh
some
derailed this one with his
semblance
Polar
of
Express
importance
take.
for the movie. You guys are forgetting
Come on, that
about.
was good.
That was good. That was good.
Sorry, Cliff. We were just trying to do a
Favorite
joke, and
Christmas
you just
movie
interrupted
has
the
to
bit,
be
and that's fine. Scrooge.
Scrooged.
Bill
That's
Murphy.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
Very classic.
Bill Murphy. Oh my god.
Sorry, Bill Murray. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I knew who you
sorry,
meant.
sorry.
I wasn't.
No, I was thinking of Eddie Murphy earlier because you said Tom Hanks and all the voices, and I was trying to make an Eddie Murphy joke about
doing all the voices.
Nutty Professor and like all those
When you
movies that
said Bill
he plays
Murray,
all of the
I just
fucking.
imagine Bill
guess.
Murray but black.
Yeah. Squidward though, we had Squidward
That's
answer the question. He said, "I know it's overplayed, but Elf is always great."
That is true.
My kids love that movie. We watch that every year too.
I'm a big Will Ferrell fan. Like if it wasn't Violent Night, it was probably Elf.
Yeah, I think though, like I'm a huge Jim Carrey fan. I know everyone hates that guy for some reason, but the Grinch movie is just
Phenomenal.
I mean, even like
Pretty
the original cartoon, we just watched that with the kiddos the other day. And I mean, that's a great movie too. Always loved the original cartoon. And
I agree.
then, yeah, that's we watch that one every year too.
Another good Christmas movie, actually, that just came to mind. Why Him? With Dave Franco or James Franco.
No, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Really? It's about a multi-million billionaire guy, and it's with Walter White.
Oh, okay. Bryan Cranston?
Yep, Bryan Cranston. He's in it, and a few other people. Tina Fey, I think, is in it too. Super good. Highly recommended.
Cool.
Very
Is
funny.
it on like Netflix or anything?
I think so. Netflix or
I'll
Hulu.
have to check it out.
Prime, maybe.
What's
if
it
you got
called again?
Prime. Why Him?
Okay.
Highly recommended. It is rated R, and one of the scenes is like he's trying to come up with a video game. And the dad, Bryan Cranston's in there, and he's like talking to him, and he's like, the AI that he has goes, video game ideas, bukkake all over face. And the guy's some of the stupidest stuff ever. It's so funny, but highly recommended if any listeners want to see a funny movie.
Yeah, boys, I think that probably wraps it about up. We knew we were gonna do kind of a shorter episode today with all the festivities going on. We got our armory starting here within the hour. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go win the Squizzy and Floof. Easy.
Keno's coming in hot.
Okay, me and you round one. I'll just go in and
do
fix
it.
I'll fix it. I'll fix
Hey,
it.
You can't
the fix
count
in.
out O2 drop, okay?
I think that about wraps it up. Any more thoughts on the episode or the festivities or the holiday season, guys? I've got about 3, I think, Christmases to go do.
I got 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Jesus, that's a lot, dude. So you're busy. I don't envy you, brother.
You know, I hated it when we were kids, and people were always like, "Oh, you get 2 Christmases." It's horrible.
No,
it's horrid. It's not fun.
It's never worth it.
It's not great.
No, it's never worth it.
I'd take every moment I could if I had one. But no, I get 2.
Such is life.
But yeah, why don't we get on out of here on that depressing moment there? Probably cutting that out.
No, you have to leave that in. You better leave that in.
But we want to thank you for joining us on the Christmas special.
Yeah, hey, sometimes people, this isn't the happiest time of year for them. You know, you got to remember that. You know, and it reminds people of bad things, or some people you see everyone having fun and being festive with family. Maybe your family's not with you, or you moved away and you're working a job somewhere. Or, I mean, there's countless things that make the holiday season hard on people.
So we just hope that you actually have.
While Cliff's
a
over
great
there laughing, fucking Cliff.
Asshole.
Describes exactly what's happening.
Well,
Yep. Working Christmas Eve and Christmas is rough.
Yeah, I wasn't talking directly about you, Cliff. I promise.
Oh, but you did.
But why don't we get on out of here, boys? We want to thank every listener here for listening to our Minnesotan goodbyes every time. We are always good at it. But check us out on our Discord. It's always up in the show notes. Check us out on our emails. Send us emails. Send us some complaints, some compliments, whatever you think, some ideas at bigdeckenergycast@gmail.com. Yes, we do.
Yeah, he just found that out.
Yes, we do. So,
Sean, I'm going to write a complaint about you, and you can't stop me.
fair enough. Well, thank you again. As in episode 21, we're going to be signing off. Peace.
Merry Christmas, you filthy casuals, and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. As always, it's a pleasure.